Hi lovelies, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about all things March ins and outs, things that we are no longer doing this month and things that we are wanting to cultivate and continue to engage in this month. I also would love to know what are some of your personal ins and your personal outs. So if you can leave those in the comments down below, that would be amazing. Let's just go ahead and jump in right away. We're going to do 5 ins, 5 outs, and talk about what we are and are not doing in the month of March. Just to start off on a positive note, we're going to do the ins first. I have my iPad here, have my notes ready on my personal ins and outs. If you're wanting the month of March to be something that's exciting, engaging, and you're wanting to shake things up a little bit, then this could be motivation for you to explore what your personal ins and outs are. But if you're like, girl, those are exactly what aligns with what I need to be doing and don't need to be doing, then take these and apply them to your own life. So my first in for the month of March is moving with purpose. For me, moving with purpose means not just working out to work out because I know it's good for me, but working out to actually enjoy it and actually allow myself to be fully present in the moment and allow myself and my body to really just enjoy what I'm doing. And so for me, it's gonna look like shaking it up a little bit. I have been a weight room, lifting weights type of girly for a long time, but I wanna try something new this month. I have been looking at Pilates, I have been looking at hot yoga, but I think I want to move to the Pilates route because that's just something I've never done before, and I want to move with purpose. I want to move and do things that excite me. I want to try that as a way to move my body. So this next one is also an in for the month of March for me, and it's going to be reading for expansion. So what I mean by this is not just reading more or trying to get through books faster, but being very intentional about the type of books that I'm picking for me to read. So I have a goal this year of reading 12 books throughout the entire year. I'm currently on book number 3, and I wish it was close by so I could show you, but I'm currently reading Good Vibes, Good Life by Vex King. That's a book to help cultivate a positive mindset and how to just approach life with thoughts that are more productive to your overall lifestyle. It's a good mindset shift. For me, I feel like I do most of the things that are in the book, so it's a good refresher on just things to continue doing for me, but it's just a way to expand my mindset and allow my brain to access content that is beneficial to me rather than scrolling on social media or just doing things that take my attention away, take my mind away from things that are healthy and good for me. So my next in for the month of March is romanticizing my life. I have a very hectic and busy schedule, and a lot of times I feel like I get through the week doing all of my have to do's, and then like I reserve the weekends for things that I want to do, and I'm like, that is just not fair to me or myself this month. I want to make sure that I'm actually romanticizing my life in every single day that I have. So even if it's a day that's filled with work, finding different ways to romanticize the way that I make my morning coffee. Maybe I try a new coffee recipe from home and I sit on my balcony and get fresh air and really just romanticize a nice slow morning. Or maybe again, I try something new, a new workout class, or I try working out early in the morning to just have that nice calm feeling. Then that might be something that I do. But it's just finding different ways to romanticize my life every day so that I'm not just yearning for the weekend and I'm actually living my life each day and not letting each moment kind of pass me by or waiting to live my life. So this next thing that is an in for the month of March is solo dating or solo adventures. If you're the type of person who waits to do things because there's nobody to do with them with, I'm guilty of this. We're no longer doing that in the month of March. If there's something that you want to do, whether there's an event going on in town, or there's a new coffee shop that you want to check out, or a new library that you want to go to, do the thing. Do the thing, do the thing. Whether you're just scheduling one solo date per week or one solo activity per week, that is enough to challenge you to step outside of your comfort zone and allow yourself to be the main character of your life this month of March. It's not waiting for someone else to do things with you, but it's just taking charge and doing them anyway. Life is too precious to sit here and wait for other people to join you on your journey. You might as well put your hands all on deck and do the things that you want to do and get out of life on your own. My in number 5 for the month of March is protecting my energy. For me, protecting my energy also includes what I am consuming. So what I am listening to, what I am eating, who I'm spending my time and energy with. Those are all the ways that I am wanting to protect my energy in the month of March. So if that looks like decreasing hangouts with people who don't ask anything about me, then that's probably something that I'm going to do in the month of March just to preserve my own energy. If that looks like changing the type of music I listen to and switching it to podcasts or more positive upbeat music, then that's what I'm going to do. Just finding different ways to protect my energy and refuel back into myself with positivity and intention, and just allow myself to thrive as much as possible, and protecting my calm inner space, peace, and all of those things. Those are gonna be my 5 ins for the month of March. But now let's talk about the things that are out. Yeah, the things that we're gonna be intentional about not doing in the month of March, and to cultivate a really energized, healthy energy and aura this entire month long. This first out, I am so guilty of this, but we are going to stop doom scrolling in the month of March. Ever since TikTok is back, Instagram is there, IG Reels, doom scrolling has been something that I have been guilty of in the month of February more than usual. I don't usually sit and scroll, but in February, I was scrolling a lot more than I wanted to, especially at night before bed. No more doom scrolling in the month of March. And the way that I'm gonna try to do this is, if I catch myself, or when I catch myself doom scrolling, I am going to replace it with something else. I told myself that if I was doom scrolling for 10 minutes, I have to read my book for 10 minutes. Or if I want to scroll, then I'm gonna go walk on the treadmill downstairs for 10 minutes while I scroll for 10 minutes. Or if I'm going to use my phone, then I'm gonna make sure that I am actually looking up things that are going to benefit me when creating my own content, or there are things that are healthy for my mind. But I am so out with just sitting here doom scrolling, sitting on the sofa for an hour and a half in the evenings. That's just not the best way for me to wind down, and that is something that I just want to be out about in the month of March. So if you watched my last vlog, one of the things that I talked about towards the end is imposter syndrome, and that is something that we are out with in the month of March. We are not letting imposter syndrome win in the month of March. If you are not familiar with imposter syndrome, it's essentially just doubting yourself and your abilities and what you're able to do, when there's really no reason, or there's no evidence that allows you to believe that you are not capable of achieving what you want to achieve. Imposter syndrome literally is just a mental game, your brain trying to convince you otherwise, and I just don't have time for that in the month of March. I only have time for positive thoughts, positive energy, and just allowing myself to be the best version of myself. So we're not doing any imposter syndrome type of things in the month of March, and that's just a non-negotiable for me. So the next thing that we are not doing in the month of March is overcommitting ourselves, and this is going to relate back to what's in protecting our energy. So if I know that I am overloaded, I'm just mentally drained, so on and so forth, or if just my plate is full, I am not going to overcommit myself to doing too much more than I need to this month. So I am going to be very intentional about saying no when I need to say no, and saying yes when I need to say yes, and just really making sure that I have healthy boundaries with what I am allowing myself to utilize my time and energy on, and just not doing too much, not getting carried away, not spending too much time doing things that are drainers, and just spending more time doing things that are energizers. So yes, we are not overcommitting ourselves in the month of March. We are only doing things that are going to positively benefit us. The last thing that we are not doing in the month of March, it's an out for me, is negative self-talk. I'm usually pretty good at navigating my self-talk, but I notice that sometimes little negative thoughts will creep in, and that's just something, again, that I don't have time for in the month of March. I'm going to be very intentional about checking myself when I have a negative thought come in, and really challenging it with evidence, or challenging it with a more positive and productive thought, and that is going to carry me a lot further than allowing the negative thought to just fester. So the last out for March 2025 is negative self-talk. So yeah, we're just going to set ourselves up with more self-compassion and excitement and encouragement, rather than self-doubt and shame and guilt and all of those negative emotions that could creep in. We're not letting them win this month. So those are my 5 ins and 5 outs for the month of March. If you made it this far, type March glow up in the comment box and let me know what your ins or outs are for the month of March. If you're watching this later than March, feel free to let me know in the comments what are your ins and outs just for the year of 2025 in general. I hope this video was helpful for anyone out there who's wanting to glow up their mindset in the month of March, and just realign themselves with who they want to be this coming month, to help them be who they want to be this whole entire year. I love an intentional glow up, and hopefully this resonates with all of you. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.